Oh, it's been a minute, right? Had to take a minute, had to take a moment to breathe. Nick the Sack, the Tarot's back and it never left. Where love is what we never lack and know the best. Y'all know what it is. Brand new channel, brand new look. I don't even know if people are going to find us. I don't know if anybody's going to find us. I don't know when this stream might be found, but hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm all for getting the message out, getting the workout, getting the movement up and pushed, and just doing the thing. Walking the path, right? Walking the path. We got a new look. We got a new look. Hey, what's going on? Like I said, we're back. We're back, baby. Nick the Sack, doing the tarot thing. Doing the tarot thing. Definitely be sure to subscribe over here to the new channel, to the new look. We're going to get these messages out, right? We're going to get a collective out. Opportunity for some live reads, some live chats with you guys. How have you been? Let us know. Let us know. I know we got the new chat policy, but that's for, well, you know, filtering. Sure. We're doing everything above board. We're keeping this thing in a vacuum, right? This is going to be a vacuum of growth and contribution. And I don't know if you can be patient through that time, then clearly we're resonating on a level, and this is something that we're both invested in and involved in. So I guess that's the idea behind that. I did want to give some time for that to, you know, for that time to go by, so that way y'all could interact. But again, I mean, hey, I'll see you on the next stream or whatever, you know, even if you don't have time. Just stay subscribed and there you go, you can interact, right? So it's really not that long. in the long term or in the big picture, right? So once you throw it, you throw it. Once you've done it, you've done it, right? But that said, how exciting! How exciting to be back. We're back in the seat, back in, back with the cards, back with you guys, back with the love, right? I missed this. I really did. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be good to be back and connect with you guys and to build once more. Beautiful stuff. So that said, though, yeah, I guess we can start cooking, right? Start cooking up with a collective message. See what messages and guidance spirits got for us today, as well as, yeah, for whoever is catching this reading, right? Whoever catches this. And from there, we can get into some live reads. We got some people through on the chat. It's probably gonna like slow things down a little bit, I imagine. But you know, be patient. All right. Once we hit like I don't know, if you want that reading, holla holla, right? But you know what? I'll kick it over to the board though. Let's do this thing. Let's do it right. Yeah. Let's see. Now, back. Back to the table. Let me see, I want a little more on this side. But I don't know, yeah, it's been some months, a couple months here. Definitely been a period of expansion and growth on the personal side. You know, those rocking with the journey, rocking with my story. Yeah, we have done a lot of growing, loving, building connections, and diving deep diving, deep thinking, really getting in touch with our heart space and our origin story, right? Who are we? You know, who are we? And what has brought us to this place, this point, this moment, right, in my journey? You know, what are the events that really have shaped me? And, you know, looking back, how do I color that narrative in a way that empowers me, empowers my story? Right? So over here for collective, looking at some major energies, looking at our oracle here, taking up arms, looking into spiritual defense, spiritual mastery being called upon here. And this is definitely that, right, where the rubber meets the road, knowing who we are and then championing that, right? Being at the, you know, being the pinnacle of that, right? Living up to that standard, that narrative, sure. And how she spins all through perspective here, right? Seeing things through that lens or in that way empowers and embodies that those decisions, right? Those outlooks. And so it allows us to move in those directions, to walk that path, right? By seeing through that lens, we're able to see that path and then walk towards it, walk down it. Abundance on the outcome, right? All through making that decision through a point of clarity or through points of clarity via taking up for what it is that we're meant to do, led to do, where our intuition and spirit is really guiding us here along our journey and our path. It's like we know what we can do, but then there's distraction, right? There's distractions, and then there's, like I feel like us building up, you know, like making excuses, right, would be a good one. Deflection, right? Maybe not taking responsibility. I'm not saying we are, I'm saying those are possibilities, right? Those are opportunities. Distractions, those are like diffractions in the crystal, right, of perception, right? They're just sides, they're just facets of what we can see. But I do see wealth, abundance, and transformation here through spiritual mastery and discernment here over being guided through the self. So it's really it's like it's the tightrope, right? It's seeing that crystalline path, that guided path, and then walking towards it, not straying, right? Not straying into illusion and then trapped outcome. I feel. Let's get some other cards on the table here. Let's get some tarot. Let's zoom in a little bit. That's more of our archetype. It's more of our cape going on, right? The mask, the character, right, in the play. Those type of energies. Queen of Swords, so we already know. We know our stuff, right? We know ourself. We know our the spiritual path of engagement. I feel like there's a clarity. There is like a patience here and a balance, maybe a falling back into self of like, okay, I'm back here again. Here I am back in the seat. Whew, full energy coming out. So going with it, right? Going with this new flow, this new vision, this new version of ourselves here through this discernment. We already know, and so that's kind of put us together, I feel like, in a way of like wholeness and strength here with this, by being armed with this armature that's given us a possibility for new direction and a certain type of faith. I feel like is really here for us. I feel like we're really able to, because it's like we know it's the right decision. We know we have to, even if we don't know what it is. We know that this path, this perspective, this way of things is where we're guided to, where we're led to. It's what fits over here with our life. In fact, I do see a crystal. He's literally holding a crystal over here. And so this crystalline path, this facet, that's cool to see. Seven of Swords. Making it. Getting away with it. I feel like this is like getting to the bag type of energy. It's like kind of almost like a cutthroat in this in another sense. It's a callback to like this taking up arms and like this being armed. It's almost like the spiritual warfare of the offensive. It's like getting it before someone else does. It's like getting to it first. You know what I mean? It's getting to it first by seeing it before someone else does. It's like, and I want to say that you're getting ahead of your own capacity for lack or your own procrastination. I feel like it's getting ahead of yourself before you figure out a reason or a way to reason yourself back out of it. And so that's where this getting away with it is kind of like, watch how the results stack up whenever you do the right things. And it's almost like you tricked yourself because you might have had this lack mind state or thought that it wasn't coming or that it wasn't for you. And here you are on the other side, like, you feel like you're getting away with something, seeing all these positive results. And it's just a matter of like playing out the dominoes, right? And this was all reasoned ahead of time with you being in your higher self and having consciousness about your direction and where it is that you're taking yourself and things. World up above, this is global, right? This is a true shift, true transformation. The Fool, you going, new you, absolutely new you energy is what I'm feeling on the vibration, making a decision for year 11, right? For your life path, your direction, your node. I told y'all we were turning the wheel. You know, that was the message that was coming in that I posted on it on this video was we know it, and we know that this time has come, and we know that we're entering a shift and a transformation into abundance. Into abundance is really a terrific read for those who are for those who are meant to receive, right? For those who showed up, for those who made it, for those who are on this path, on this vibration, right? Nothing is coincidence, right? There's a reason you're getting out there, and there's a reason this channel is, you know, like I say, this is a brand new channel. So how in the world did you find it? I don't know. Over here, in the hidden path, High Priestess, discernment, and so I don't think we know. That's why we got to take the dive. It's like we know. The start, right? We know the direction. We know, you know, the way in a sense, but another part of us is like showing us that we don't know everything and that we still have much to learn over here, right? I feel like that's the hesitation part of the Fool, right? Of we don't know everything and yet we still have to interact, right, in the world and in situations where we might not, right, where we don't. We certainly don't. No one does. But the Seven of Swords, I think, really speaks to cutting through to what you see that can work, what you see that does work, that certain things do make sense to you, that you don't have to know everything about the world, but what we are is gaining experience and acting, moving along the path with that, you know, reason, confidence, and structure for making spiritual changes to our moves, our moveset along this path. I do see abundance over here. Abundance as long as we follow that crystalline path. We follow those facets of understanding of self. And this is excellence. This is spiritual excellence. It's spiritual mastery, right? Mastering the lower vibrations, right? The lower habits, instincts of the animal self, and calling to our higher path, our highest order over here. Getting back into what it is that we're meant to be doing, taking new approaches, and doing that. Maybe this is that project that's been put off, right? Or that we haven't started. We know it's going to be a lot. It's going to take a lot for us to do. But I do see us being successful here on the outcome. Just kind of doing what it is that we have to do to get it done, in a way. Cutting through that Seven of Swords. Anything else here? Outcome energy. Hangman in reverse. I see us getting unstuck. I see us getting unstuck, unblocked here, to make this Fool's journey, right? To take this leap, leaping from the, you know, from the high place into the cold water, right? Plenty of hesitation, plenty of reasons, you know. That's just one. Those are just aspects, right? That's just one diffracted path. I feel like there is success in us, in our vision, right? In this truth. And this reading is really about seeing that, taking hold of that, dealing with what it is that we know and we reason ourselves to be. Everything's led us up to this ledge, right? We can't go back. We can't go back. All the land has cleared out. We've ran up to a cliff here. And our destination lies in the way. We must jump. Right? The Fool is saying, you know, they stand in reverse on this card, but it is going with faith. There's an aspect of faith here, especially with this crystal in the hand. That's what we're following. That's what we're moving toward. that's ever guiding us, right? Once we land, we still know where to go. We're still going to be led. And so, new challenges, new opportunities, but new successes, right? More movement, getting ahead, moving ahead, this kind of thing. Alright, so on the physical side, I do see some obstacles are present. We may have some physical circumstances, dealing with people. These could be like social situations, perhaps tasks. There are concrete things that are getting in the way of, I see us that we have something to do, right? That we're not, I don't think our plate is empty here. We have things that we need to accomplish. I do see tasks here. Commitments is what's going to carry us over and through this, right? A foundation of being committed towards this journey and this path, overcoming these obstacles. We could be building an organization, it could be a business, or simply a commitment to the self, a certain type of ethics, ethos, perhaps that we haven't been that person that we wanted to be, or that we haven't had the spiritual strength or fortitude in order to stick to that in a big way. That's that spiritual defense again. Those are those taking up arms, right? Fighting for that mental space, right? In order to stay focused, in order to have that open, be distraction free, right? Have that Zen type of allowingness, like the table is clear, right? When I clear the cards off, there's an open space for that work to unfold, for things to be done here. Yeah, definitely, right? Yeah, I'll take it. Reversal. I feel like we've put off this something new, something that we're starting, something that we're beginning. Definitely been putting it off over here. We've just been blocked up to it, and that's been blocking out our success. That's why we haven't been, but we haven't had clarity, right? We haven't had the clarity that I am blocked in this, that this is relying on commitments here, commitment to what it is that I'm trying to build, that I want to build, that I'm, that I have to build no matter what. It's like, just start, just like get started, just do the thing already over here is how I feel. Clarity, though, being clear on what it is that we want, on our outcomes, distant journey over here. Because this is the long game, right? This is the long stretch. We're talking about your life here. We're talking about where it is that you want to be, right? Your path, And this card definitely speaks to taking the high road or the low road. Are we stopping short, right? Are you stopping short? Are you falling short of what it is that you want, who you want to be, what you want to have, what you were supposed to do? Are we letting things slip by? Is life simply slipping past us? Is a good question here. And I feel like this is speaking more about distractions and getting separated from where it is that we thought we were going. And somehow I feel like we knew it all along. I still see, so I feel like it's just been a delay here, right? And it's coming, but now it's just taking an alternate route. We're taking an alternate path, right? It's rerouting, getting you back to wish fulfillment, right? Bringing us closer towards everything that we desire, this abundance that we want to have. And I see this transformation, this shift over here, in accordance with our discipline and us fighting for this spiritual mastery. It's more towards being who we want to be than, or even taking the actions of who we want to be, as opposed to knowing it all. And so it's maybe getting more tapped in with the way of doing things or how we do things than it is getting all in the specifics. You know, all this logic and reason wrapping up and trapping down. But we really want to manifest our outlook for our journey over here. Living light energy. So I feel like some of us have been out of touch with feeling like that. I think that's who we are, right? If we haven't, that, regardless, I think that's who we are. That is who we are. And maybe some of us have just not felt that way or been feeling out of sync with that. And then others maybe just haven't been turned on quite yet, right? Haven't really ever felt that before, like they know that or they know that they have that within them. But on both sides, I see a real need for connecting with that calling, with that resonance, being this high vibration light being that's, you know, connected in everything that they do, and that is a light in people's lives, right? This says, see the beauty in life. And that's what you are. You are the living light energy. You are, nature, right? A tree in the forest, a part of the beauty of the energy and possibility of life. And there's a transmission there. There's a healing of the world that occurs with a certain kind of harmony and love for humanity, right? And it does the world good. It does you good and your spirit good. And I feel like we're getting back in touch with this and sync with this in order to improve our energy spheres, right? There's a lot of exchange that goes on, right? A lot of transformation, changing our energies, working with our energies. Maybe we have something that, we're interested in or excited in, and then maybe that could, grow, and completely, run to somebody else's energy, and you're talking about it, and it becomes like the even bigger and even greater and even more tapped in, and you're like, wow, and you can be even more excited or more fulfilled in this evolution of what it is that we're tapped into, right? Manifesting here. And so, energetically, I'm seeing that as a real strong point, right? And Kundalini rising, stepping into this Master Builder 22 energy, getting conscious, getting turned on, getting alive, getting fired up, right? Opening up our third eyes here, allowing the dragon, right? The spinal energy column, if you will, to unfold here, lighting up the centers, right? The chakras of our body. We could do that. We could do some energy work like that. That would be really good at this time. Balance ourselves out, right? Middle pillar or something like that, just getting involved with our spheres, the harmonization of the vital forces, right? Meditation, and allowing ourselves to kind of flip the switch, right? To turn on the tree, right? Turn on this this light energy beacon, you know, to light up the Christmas tree, if you will, for sure, for sure. And then guard your energy. So there's also a need too here for you know, guarding our energy. I feel like there's a polarization present. Oil and water, and I think some people simply aren't good for us, aren't meant for us. Not everybody's going to resonate with this, right? Not everybody's going to resonate with this energy, with you wanting more for yourself and being positive and in a positive place, being empowered, being uplifted, being on your journey and manifesting what it is that you want, being who you are, right? Engaging in true self-expression. It can be threatening because maybe you're making other people look bad, right? Or maybe they're jealous, or, you know, sparks envy, or there's a certain separation happening over here that I feel like, you know, spiritual discernment is necessary in maybe navigating others' untoward intentions, right? People who don't want good things for you. So choose wisely, right, when it comes to who you share your energy with. That's just taking up arms, spiritual warfare. I feel like for a lot of us, we need to fight our way out of situations, or, you know, characterizations, right? Boxes that people want to put us in, or, you know, maybe judge us, or, you know, side comments, that kind of a thing that can really tear us down, right? And, you know, make us fall out of sort. And maybe we feel like we need to fill that gap, that void, or that space with something that's not our purpose, right? And then we feel even worse, because now we're like even more out of touch with our purpose and ourselves and who we are, and that harmony and realization of our path. So guarding your energy and being very in tune with yourself and who you are, and being centered, you know, back in that self-control and that on fire with your own passion, and with being ablaze with your connection to everything, right? And getting outside of that distraction, or being pulled from your seat, right? By people who I see here, yeah, you know, could definitely want that for you, you know. So there is, I feel, a warning here to guard your energy as much so, or along the way here, eventually. I feel like as we, you know, grow, then other people might be more threatened. But that's on them. That's on them here, right? We're just going to be tapped in over here. Messages, regards to love, loved ones, love connections, that type of thing. Chemistry, a lot of chemistry with our person. This is going to be for those of us in connection, those of us dealing with somebody. You see a lot of romance, and working on things, sharing experiences, getting to know each other. Trying to be right with each other. Yeah, royalty is in effect. Right, seeing these crowns out here. Stepping up, trying to do the right thing for ourselves and for each other. If anything, freeing ourselves to allow more chemistry. Right, some of us maybe too insecure. I think we're dealing with insecurities here. Maybe insecure of whether or not they're doing the right thing. And I think there's more of a call to stir the pot a bit, and see what's, you know, what sticks, right? See where, you know, the boundaries, really test our assumptions, right, when it comes to our connections, in order to feel how to feel that, to feel the push and pull of this connection, in order to get a feel for the space. It feels like kind of like a test, like a testing kind of ground here, establishing more chemistry through seeing out how we are, or how they are, is what I'm getting. New love in reverse. I feel like this is a longer connection, right? I feel like this is very new here. I do feel like we've been having more fun as well. So I think there's a current of fun that's allowing maybe like an old connection, old romance to kind of come back to life. That's allowing maybe for more freedom, more possibility in the connection, and kind of knowing who we are and knowing what each other wants. And so I feel like we're connected, or we're more together in that way, allowing ourselves to have more fun, right? I feel like that's definitely on the table. It's definitely something that we are manifesting at this time, freeing ourselves up. But I feel like in a way that's within, not without. I don't think this is external. I think it's more free your minds kind of a thing over here, between our ethos and what it is that we're like expecting or needing, demanding, desiring, how we think it is, as opposed to that experiential knowledge, or I don't know, kind of like seeing what would happen. This is why I say it feels like a test. It feels like maybe we're feeling that out because maybe we're drawing too many conclusions. And so I feel like at best we're evolving, growing, expanding, and allowing that to maybe challenge our person here. Not intentionally, but I just feel like we're not restricted, and we're not going to let something that might have held us back hold us back anymore when it comes to perspective or being who we want to be or seeing what we want to see. So I'm just going to kind of leave that there as far as that message goes. One more for us. Be optimistic about this. Maybe that didn't land you in a real optimistic place, or we still feel like, I don't know, we're hiding in the shadows, we're just like keeping something off of the table, something we don't want to discuss or bring up. I feel like there's space for more healing and more understanding than maybe what we're giving it credit. That's definitely what I want to say when it comes to that message. So those are basically the ideas, thoughts. That's what came in. That's what came down for us over here on the channel. I definitely hope you got value right out of this session. Definitely want to do more. Definitely want to read more and get more stuff out there. Yeah, this is it's new channel. It's a new channel. It's a new day. It's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit for the algorithm to get this all spun out and pushed out, kicked out there. I just wanted to hit the button, right? I wanted to see what was up. So now we got a stream out there. We can say we streamed, which is cool with me, which is plenty cool with me. So I appreciate everybody, right? I appreciate everybody for joining us, for doing what it is that you do. I'm of course Nick Sack, and yeah, this is Everything Tarot. So definitely subscribe, like the video, help us get this video out there. Comment below what kind of readings you want to see. I definitely want to get more into Zodiac, right? Switching, going through all the signs, all that, as well as, we do our collective thing and kick back over into a live reading type situation. Definitely can, definitely could, definitely should. And we might start, going with that other channel too. For those of us who know, just check out the channel description. You can click on this channel and find the other one. But either way, it's Everything Tarot and Everything Tarot no space. This is going to be the Everything Tarot no space, uncut, right? So I appreciate y'all, right? I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for showing up, for being you, right? Never lose that. Don't let that light go out or go down. That's what we're here for, right? Here to reconnect and connect with those that these messages are meant for, right? Are meant towards. So that being said, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all have a good one, right? I'm trying to think of a good sign off. Everything tarot, everything love. Peace.